Big Girl Geek here with a brand new review, and today I'm here to review Doom Patrol, Season 1, Episode 3, Puppet Patrol. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Geek
2,
Jam.
1.
Alright, you guys, this is Episode 3. We're still going strong with Doom Patrol. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, I can't wait to discuss with you. And y'all know me, I have my notes because I don't want to miss a thing when discussing and reviewing the show with you guys. Okay, so the episode picked up with Crazy Jane walking around the town trying to put up lost puppy flyers, lost dog flyers for the chief, and the town was not having it. They have a full memory of what happened to them, what the Doom Patrol caused, all of that, and they are just not having it. They're taking down the posters just as fast as she could put them up. And one of her personalities took over and she stapled a poster to one of the townspeople that was giving her a hard time. Hold on. Sorry, I dropped my notes. So I thought that was pretty funny. I love Jane. She's easily, I think, going to be the breakout star of the show, and she's my favorite. I love all of her personalities, so that was pretty funny. We saw a lot of flashbacks, and you guys know flashbacks are my favorite way to tell a story. We saw a flashback to Cyborg's accident with his mother. They were arguing about him being grounded, or he had to take some time off of the team or something like that. And he was like, "This is bullshit." He got angry, and he went to smash all the chemicals, which then caused the explosion. Now he thinks something's going up with it because he asked the computer inside of him to authenticate the footage. So he thinks something's weird is going on. And then we saw flashbacks with Larry Trainor and him, cheating on his wife, his secret relationship with his male, I don't know, co-pilot or friend, someone that was in the forces with him. They had a secret relationship, so we saw some flashbacks to that, and they were arguing the day before his big mission where he had his accident. Okay, so the team finds a clue. They're going in the basement. They're trying to find clues to where the chief could be. Cliff, the robot man, finds a clue, finds his file in the filing cabinet and finds a phone number to his daughter, and he takes that. And then they found a picture of the donkey in Paraguay. So the plan is to go to Paraguay. Cyborg calls his dad up saying, we need the jet, or we need some money, whatever. And dad's like, "This is your mission, you're not coming home, so you're not using Star Labs resources, you can figure this out on your own." So they decide to take the bus. So it's this really cute scenes where they're on the bus and they're each change off driving. It's just a funny, cute scene that I enjoyed. I mean, I'm really, so far, loving it, enjoying the show. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, of course. And so after he cuts him off and they get on the bus and they're going through all these scenes, they stop at a motel where Larry is talking to the thing inside of him, trying to get it under control. He asks for Jane's advice. Jane tells him, stop being a dick to it. That's how I don't control my personalities. I let them do what they need to do. And that's probably why you're having a problem with the thing inside of you. We also got an Aquaman reference. We keep getting these Easter eggs and references throughout this show, so much more than we did in Titans. And it is it's just so good. It feels so good. I'm loving it. More Justice League references, all of that. So they wake up the next morning. They're waiting for Rita, who takes a long time to get herself together. She's working on her leg. There's a blob. She's trying to shape it back into normal shape. So one of Jane's personalities gets bored with that and teleports herself, Larry, and Cliff to Paraguay, leaving Jane and leaving Rita and Cyborg back at the hotel. So while they're back at the hotel, they're working through their problems and talking to each other and arguing and things like that. And then, Cyborg's scared, Rita's scared, and that's their whole time. They're at that motel, just working through it. He's working on the truck, they're arguing. That's basically their story. So they really had nothing to do the rest of the episode. Now, the main stuff that happened, of course, is with Jane, Cliff, and Larry when they're in Paraguay. They meet some guy at a bus stop who is going to where Mr. Nobody went to this doctor to try and get some metahuman powers. Who happens to be the same doctor that gave Mr. Nobody his powers. He's like a Nazi scientist, hooked himself up to a machine and is still living to this day. He puts on a whole 3-hour puppet show and tells his life story where they see the puppet of the chief come in, the puppet of Mr. Nobody. He explains his life story through these puppets. And so they pretend, the team pretends that they are going to pay or trying to pay to get these surgeries so they can find out, more information. Jane says, we don't have any money. She has a whole bag of credit cards that she stole, but all of them are declined because obviously the people tore off their credit cards. So she's like, okay, well, you can take my blood. I have 65 personalities with 65 different superhero powers. You can take my blood in exchange. She meets the doctor, and he tries to, say that he could remove all of the personalities from her and just keep her main personality, just her without the other 64 or 65 personalities. And, of course she declines. Larry tries to talk to the thing inside of him, and he tries to, he goes into where Mr. Nobody went into that chamber, hoping to get it out of him. Didn't work. And we see a huge fight. We finally see some action, and we see, he has the doctor has an army of German soldiers, male and female, with power. I assumed they were going to have powers, but Cliff and Jane took care of them easy. She used some of her different powers. I mean, I loved it. That was the best part of the episode, seeing them fight. Cliff smashing her head in. It was just good. So they fight, they kill all the guys, and then they destroy the lab, and Jane teleports them back to Cyborg and Rita. And then they forgot about the guy that they met at the bus stop. He comes out after everything is destroyed, saying he's been in there too long. He has a celery for a hand. He's got a tree leg, a water leg, and a dinosaur attached to him on the other side. I don't know if this is a comic book character. He does not look familiar to me. Please let me know who this was in the comments. It looked crazy, but it looked really awesome. So, my review of the episode. That was the recap. Here's my review. As you can tell, my favorite part was the fight scene. I was waiting for it. The other 2 episodes, I want to say were boring because I enjoyed them, but they were lacking some of the action, some of the fighting that we're used to seeing in superhero shows. So I'm finally happy we got to see a little bit. I can't wait till the team comes together in full and they all just display the powers that they have and they kick some butt. Nazi butt, Mr. Nobody, whoever. So they're still looking for the chief, which is fine. The humor and the narrating did stop. If you remember in my last review, I was like, I don't know if I need that every episode. And Mr. Nobody was not narrating this episode. And the humor was just enough. It was some weird stuff, like I said, with the dinosaur, but it wasn't weird talking cockroaches or anything like that. It was, I enjoyed this. This is my favorite episode so far. The action and everything, the humor toned it down. The narrating wasn't there, and it still worked. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, my favorite scenes was the fighting scenes. Cliff, I didn't know was coming that hard for these people. He's not here to play. It's like he didn't realize what he was doing afterwards, but when he was on it, he was on it. He was on Dick Grayson's level in Titans. He was going hard, and I'm here for it. So I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I would give it, if I had to give it a graded, on a graded scale, I would give it an A. Loved it. Favorite episode out of 3 so far, and I have high hopes and expectations that it's only going to get better from here. Anything that I didn't really like in this episode, I would have to say no. It flowed better than the other 2 episodes. So the other 2 episodes, I felt like the humor was trying too hard, but this felt more natural. This felt so much better. Whoever wrote this episode, feeling it, and I'm here for it. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I can't wait to discuss with you. And that's all I have for you guys today. I'm out of here. Until next time, Big Girl Geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.